open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me feel alive. Feel alive. Make it last forever. Stop in time. Yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me feel
Hello, this is Joe83. This is round 3 of my STSF2 highlights. This time we're in Sochi in Russia, and it's a bit of a weird calendar, so Russia's the third round for a reason I'm not quite sure of, but we're here in the Renault anyway. Load my setup now, and it's the same setup I used in AOR, so it was alright. I think it wasn't the best setup that I've ever made, obviously, but coming on to the end of my first lap in qualifying at Sochi, a track I absolutely despise, and as soon as the little practice I did, the better, because like I absolutely hate this track. And the first lap is a 34.8, which is alright. It's about 6-7 tenths off my best, but my best isn't actually like my theoretical best because I can go a lot faster. It's just I didn't bother practicing because I hate the track so much. But then on to my next run, I'm going to stay on with a wood slap until we call a cut at turn 1, which is a main problem with the track because track limits are a bit annoying, and some places they're stupidly strict, some places they're non-existent. So coming on my last lap now, you can see 40 seconds in the session. It's going to be my last lap in qualifying. Can we improve on the 9th place we are in currently with purple in sector 1? So looks like this lap could be an improvement if we keep it clean through the middle sector now. And this next corner, that corner there, I've just been past. The track limits do not exist at all basically. But this one coming through it on the left-hander, I've run a little bit wide and I've invalidated, and then I lose it into the wall. But luckily don't get any damage or anything, although it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to go ahead and retire from the session anyway. So that is the end of my qualifying session. At best, I'm 10th. So let's see where it puts me at the end of the session. And it's 11th. So Clay's on pole. HF1RL, Senna, Devout, Hot Dog, Amazed. In 5th place, my teammate with Fredster, Pickless, Bottas, Codfield, Flyer, running out the top 10. I'm 11th place, 1.1 seconds off pole, which is really not that good at all. With a few of the other drivers behind me there, and a few didn't set a time for some reason, which is probably because everyone got invalidated or something. But let's get straight on to the 5 red lights for the Russian Grand Prix in STSF2. The lights are on now, and it's lights out, and away we go. Very short hold, and I've got a decent start. It looks like starts have been a strong point for me this season on F1, and we're going to thread the needle through the middle of the Red Bull and a Toros on my right hand side, and we're now up into 10th. Fred's lagging a bit on the right hand side, you can see there, which is no surprise really. And we're trying to get the outside of Bottas now. It's turn 1, try to brake early, keep it clean, don't lose any parts of my front wing, and we've been punted wide. We're on the outside of turn 1 as we were in Australia, and yeah, that's not gone well because I think about 4 wide into turn 1, and I got punted out to the outside, but we didn't lose any positions luckily. And now through turn 3, long left-hander, we are just about ahead of Fredster, but he's then teleported back in front of us. Maze has gone wide because he got hit by Fred's lagging car, and I've dinked my front wing, so that's gone really well. And my teammate there has also, I think, lost a bit of end plate. Not quite sure, but I'm just running wide everywhere, just trying to keep composure. I'm losing positions at a hand over fist right now, and Mathers comes across on me a little bit there, pushes me off once again over the curbing. As you can see, all of these probably should have been exceeded track limits warnings, but they haven't been. So yeah, interesting stuff from Co-Masters there. But nevertheless, we're up into 9s as the car, I think a Ferrari went spun off on the left hand side there, so we're still in the points. And really, at this point, that's all I wanted. And if I can just keep it clean, not get too many penalties, I should be getting a few positions by the end of the race. But now on to lap 2, and you can see a massive train ahead of me. I think that's about 3rd or 4th down to 8th. It must be more than that, actually. And you can just see how many cars there are in a small space. On the minimap, we've got a flyer right behind me as well, which isn't going to be very helpful as my wing damage is really causing me to suffer. But now there's a lot of battling. McLaren's got the inside of Mather X. And yeah, that's they've crashed a little bit. Raikkonen's lagging, you can see on the indicator. He's lagged into Mathers. I don't know if it's lagged, but he lost his back end into him. And he's now spun out. Probably lost a lot of front wing by looking by the impact. But yeah, I've gained position, so I'm not too bothered, to be honest. But now can we try and apply the pressure to Mathers? But probably not, because, like, yeah, front wing damage. And it's difficult to drive this track for me. And as you can see, I was 11th in qualifying, and that wasn't a terrible lap, so that's kind of my pace. So hopefully I can do my best anyway, trying to capitalise on these guys battling once again ahead of me. It's just like a 4-wide battle, 4-car battle just up the road. Kind of try and capitalise and take any positions if anyone gets like forced out or spun out or anything. You can see it's 3 wide definitely up ahead, so people are weaving all over the place, and kind of just keep it clean into this next corner. Lots of locking up, and the Renault, my teammate May, is in the lead of this pack. So Bottas and Devout are going side by side a little bit, wheel to a contact, kind of go diving up the inside of Devout, and I've actually dived at the pair of them, and that was a little bit aggressive, I'll admit, very aggressive. And Bottas now coming back at me, he's giving me it back, and yeah, that was pretty much hard but fair, maybe borderline my fault. But then Devout up the inside, but he does peel into the pits there, which is why he went up the inside. So yeah, lucky that he didn't come around the corner with me there, or that probably would have lost me a lot of time. But now that corner, I didn't mean to dive bomb the pair of them, I just meant to dive bomb, well, just meant to make an optimistic move on Devout, and ended up accidentally dive bombing Bottas, so apologies to him. But no harm was done, no one got damaged, I think. But our street game is right behind me, and yeah, it's on the super soft tyres. He must have qualified behind me, outside the top 10 also. We're going to try and defend up the inside. I've locked up a wheel, and that was also a bit clumsy, but that wasn't my intention to force him off there. I just locked up, couldn't turn in until I got the car slowed down. Unfortunately, I had to push him wide a little bit, but I don't think he lost any wing, and he didn't lose much time really. And I'm going to be running wide at this corner, so that's helpful. And I'm pitting this lap anyway, pitting for a massive undercut because this front wing is really annoying me. And yeah, we almost spin it on the way into the pits there. That would have been a bit embarrassing, but getting it slowed down for the line, and now we're going to peel into the pits, put on a set of super tyres, go to the end. The optimum lap to pit on was about lap 11 or 12, but the undercut is quite powerful. It's very powerful around this track, so I'm hoping for a bit of an undercut. And tyre wear is not an issue at all. It's an easy one stop. Super softs can basically go the whole race, which is why I'm pitting onto them now, go to the end, and change the front wing also. So the undercut I'm going for might not be too successful because I'm going to lose so much time changing the front wing. But we do that in 8.7 seconds, which isn't awful for a front wing change on this game. But Devout, who we were battling before, pitted a few laps before me, and he went until soft tyres actually to go to the end. And we're behind him, so can we use our fresher and quicker tyres to try and pressure him and overtake him for that currently 11th place? But that should get a lot higher when a few of the other cars start pitting. And now you can see on lap 11, quite a few laps later, and Bottas is in the pits for the super softs, and yeah, he's coming out now. But you can just see the amount of gap we've got because of that undercut. And now we're on the back of Devout, and Clays, who is leading the race, is just behind me. He must have made a massive mistake at some point, but yeah, he's now behind me. He's also in the Sauber, so I've got the 2 teammates sandwiching me, so this might not end well. Obviously they might try and work together, because Clays, I think, he was on pole, and yeah, he's very quick, so he probably will want to get past the pair of us pretty quickly. And obviously Devout will probably let him pass because they are teammates and not really racing each other, as Devout pitted way earlier and now going down towards the next corner. We're a little bit too far away to make a move, but I feel like I'm quicker than Devout at this point. He's on the older softs, and I've got fresher super softs, but now Clays has got really fresh super softs. He's trying to pressure me into a mistake maybe, but the lagged out car kind of is a bit of a distraction, but no harm done. And he's going to try and run the outside. I got to leave space on the outside there, break a bit earlier, because he's obviously going to try and swing right around the outside, and it's going to be side by side into the next corner before the DRS straight, and I'm going to like didn't want to let him through, but that's the best I can do really. He is much faster than me at this track, I'll happily admit that, and yeah, he takes that position pretty straightforwardly, and he's up into 7th now, but I think there might be another 1 or 2 cars that haven't pitted yet, so I could be getting a few more positions from 8th, but now you can see Devout running wide in the next corner, and he's going to let Clays through, it looks like, or Clays has got a much better run. So through the next corner, Devout is going to run wide. Can I try to take advantage as well as he's letting his teammate through? I'm going to, through this next section, we get a good switchback move, good line, and we're up the inside into the final corner. It's going to be very, very close. And can I try and keep it up the inside, break a bit later than him, trying to leave him the space, but unfortunately I had to push him off a little bit, but we're ahead now. And he's got a good switchback line though for the final corner. It's going to be side by side down towards turn 1, or if he gets, I don't know who's going to have DRS. It's actually, no, it's not. You saw it pop up in the bottom right corner, but then went away very quickly. So I didn't get DRS, but Devout has got it, and he's going to switch it to the outside now down towards turn 2 on lap 15, and we're trying to break later than him, but it's going to be very close stuff, and it's very, very wheel to wheel, very close racing, brilliant stuff to be honest. And now he's up the inside of turn 3, and obviously he's got a much shorter distance as it's a very long corner, but he's gone wide. We're going to try and do a switchback move up the inside, but then for the turn 4 we're on the outside. Can we do another switchback move, just switchbacking everywhere? And yes, we have lost the back end, but we've got up the inside into turn 5, and it's going to be wheel to wheel, and Bottas is right behind as well now. He's managed to close up because he's battling with wheel to wheel Devout, and we've just about got ahead of him, and Bottas is also up the inside of Devout, but I'm going to try and just turn in, leaving a bit of space on the inside as he did go for a bit of a lunge, and we've managed to hold that position, so we're up to 7th. That was about a lap long of side-by-side action with me and Devout. So that was very fun indeed, and we've just about come out on top, and now nothing happened until you can see I'm now 5th place. Yeah, I think my teammate Amaze is right behind me, you see. He actually broke his front wing on someone, and yeah, pitted for Ultrasoft at the end. He was a lot ahead of me, so yeah, he pitted, came up behind me, so he's much quicker obviously. And Fredster ahead has red wing damage, he tried to send the party, so I'm going to let Amaze through, see if he can catch Fred, and if he can't, then he'll hopefully let me act through, but he has got a few more penalties than me, so if I can just stay with him, then I should be able to get ahead of him, as penalties probably will play a massive part of the results, as it's an easy track to make corner cuts on. Coming around the final corner now, across the line in Sochi, and it's going to be 6th place, but then we do get promoted to 5th, so it's a decent result, especially after that wing damage on lap 1, with 5th place in the Renault. I think Amaze came 6th, so decent, and yeah, you can see on the results here, penalties everywhere. Hot Dog won the race from Clays, who actually did very well to recover. Fredster in 3rd, with Mathers 4th, myself in 5th, Amaze 6th, Devout 7th after the pitting very early, Pickles 8th, Street Gamer 9th, Codfield rounds out the points, and that is going to be the end of this video. If you did enjoy, then leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and this has been JO83. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.